It figures to be a wet one, but we'll have baseball for you on MLB Network nonetheless. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the Atlanta Braves and the Philadelphia Phillies. Hello again, everybody. Baseball is back. Welcome to our special opening day broadcast on MLB Network.
Phillies.
And now a moment to show you the lineup for Atlanta in this one. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one. So here's how the Phillies are positioned defensively. And today my spotlight's going to shine down on Cesar Hernandez, second baseman who can really turn the double play, has got super quick feet, great reaction time. Guys love working with him up the chute.
Now in the box, Ronald Acuna. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
The left fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And the new season is finally upon us as the first pitch of the new year is taken here for ball 1. Coming down in buckets, cats and dogs, insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
Total agreement, Matt, in particular that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
The 1-1 from Lee. Fouled away. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Bounces in the dirt for a ball. Really good at bat here from the leadoff hitter as he'll force him to throw another one. The 2-2 one more time. Is swung on and missed, strike 3.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Stepping in for the Braves, Freddie Freeman. First pitch on its way from Lee. Popped him up. Real Muto waits on it. 2 gone.
Batting third, the shortstop, Chipper Jones.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and standing in now one of the best players of the past 2 decades, the great Chipper Jones. First delivery to him on the way. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
Here's a perfect situation. 2 outs, bases empty, power hitter at the plate. He ain't looking for a single and hoping to pass the baton. This guy's looking to do damage.
That evens it up 1-1. One pitch coming up to Chipper. Drilled to first. Hoskins gathers it in. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Boy, D-Roll, this looked like one of those easy 1, 2, 3 innings. Next thing you know, a little swinging ground ball and a 2-out infield base hit.
Yeah, it's never too late, and you never know when a rally's going to start. It seemed innocent early on. He got 2 quick outs, but now we see traffic at first.
Yeah, now the Atlanta number 4 hitter, Eddie Matthews.
He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Counts even at 1-1 to Matthews. Time to check our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Freddie Ferguson.
You know, this is one of the guys behind the dish, Freddie Ferguson, Dan, that the rookies are going to have a tough time with. If you've played in the league for a little bit, you understand that he's got his own zone.
You touched on it, D-Roll. I think he rewards the veteran players, not only pitchers, but position players. He makes the younger players, he makes them earn their keep.
And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Jones is off of first with 2 away. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Ashburn has it in his sights. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Nothing happening against Cliff Lee here in the first. Now it'll be the Phillies' turn. No score. A moment now to check out the hometown Phils starting lineup. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Matty, this lineup is built on one thing. Their best tool is the fact that they have amazing speed up and down the lineup. I don't even think the third base coach gives a steal sign. I think a lot of these guys have the green light. So be on the lookout for that today.
Warren Spahn is on the mound for the season opener on the road in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Last year wasn't a very good year for this guy. 16 losses, but you can't put all the blame on him. The team wasn't very good either. I mean, when you lose 16 games in a year, there are a lot of things that have to go wrong, and I know he'd like to flip the switch and have a much better season this year.
Stepping in, Richie Ashburn. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Phillies, the center fielder, Richie.
And now pitch on the way.
Ashburn.
Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. Now the 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike. Runs up and gets this one down. But a foul ball, 1-2 now. Barehanded pickup. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. And it's fouled away. Two pitch is a fastball high, so it runs full 3-2.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
As if things aren't tough enough here playing in this hostile environment, he walks the leadoff hitter, and oh yeah, he's a threat to run every time he gets on base. Not the way he wanted to start this outing.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Cesar Hernandez. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. And he'll step off the rubber and go to first. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. He's set, and the pitch. Runners off for second. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Nobody out, runner on first. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
This is a tough spot here to turn 2 off this guy at the plate. One of the things you really have to make sure defensively to make sure you get at least 1 out. Don't try to turn that double play. If you get the sure out at second, take that, and if you get it at first, well, that's just an added bonus. But make sure you at least get 1 out in a spot like this.
And he'll snap one over to first, and the runner back safely. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Acuña's there for it. 1 out.
Batting third, the right fielder, Bryce Harper.
So next to the plate for the Phils, Bryce Harper. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. Here comes the first pitch. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. Runners on first with 1 down. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Acuña is there. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Batting fourth, the third baseman, Mike Schmidt.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and in steps all-time Philly great Mike Schmidt. Now a snap throw to first. Don't want to forget about it. He's set. Here it comes.
Nope.
They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. The 1-0 is outside for a ball.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
The 2-0 on the way is in there for strike 1.
That is a pro pitch right there. 2-0 curveball for a strike. You make those kind of pitches, you'll be around for a long time.
Now he'll step off the rubber and go to first. Back in standing. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. And just never could commit to the swing there, but he went around, and it's even now at 2-2. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
And here's the 3-2 from him. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. One left for Philadelphia. Still no score. Ready now, Dale Murphy. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
The right fielder, number 3, Dale Murphy.
First pitch on its way from Lee. To short, hit hard. Segura has it. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
That is it. The center fielder, number 25, Andrew Jones.
The next to bat for Atlanta, Andrew Jones. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And now a pitch on the way. And there's a fastball from Lee to start him out. It's 0-1.
And you know, the heavy stuff has finally arrived. This has got to be the hardest rain we've seen all afternoon.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2. Ball 2. Skied into straightaway right. Moving under it, Harper. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Batting 7, the second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the exciting Ozzie Albies. First offering on its way. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. And he misses again. 2-0. Lee has found success in his career at limiting base hits. He usually turns in outings where his hits per 9 numbers are really respectable, and obviously that goes a long way as a starting pitcher.
Matty V, there's a couple of things that really hurt you when you're a starting pitcher. Walks and giving up many base hits per 9 innings. This guy keeps the ball in play, doesn't give up a lot of hits, doesn't walk very many batters, and when you do that, it's a good recipe for success, and it's worked for him so far in his career.
No score here as we play inning number 2. That one's in there. 3-1. Popped up. Back behind second. Hernandez has a play. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Down in order go the Braves. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. In now, Andrew McCutchen.
Leading off for the Phillies, the left fielder, Andrew.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Breaking ball that drops in for a strike. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Oh, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
You could tell right there that curveball had some serious depth to it. That's what separates the good ones from the bad ones. That nasty spin rate, get that downward action. You even get a star player like this swinging at something in the dirt.
Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Jones facing back, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
Hey, guys, he doubled up on that breaking ball. The batter obviously timed the first one. Second one, he was not going to let go. Good wood on that one, able to drive it for a base hit.
Gene Segura standing in, and he'll hit with a chance to push across the game's first run.
Yeah, great RBI opportunity here, but at the very least, he needs to find a way to advance that runner to third. Small things like that in a tight game can make a big difference.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lays off 1-0. McCutchen stands at second with no outs. And this one gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
Now the 2-0 home. Finds the zone, strike one. The 2-1. And this pitch is hit foul off to the left and out of play, so the count goes to 2-2 now. The 2-2. Line to the right side, and he makes a great diving stop for the out.
The first baseman.
That ball wasn't hit all that hard, but it had base hit written all over it until the infielder made a nice diving stab on that one.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. 0-1 the count. The 0-1 pitch. Runs a bit inside for a ball.
That's not some bad pitching right there. You're 2 pitches down, but you have a runner on third, and you know this hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can hit into the air for a sacrifice fly.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Swings through it for strike number 2. Bottom of the second here with no score. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. Strike three called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of this.
Well, their chances of pushing across a run took a pretty good hit after that strikeout. It's so much tougher to score a guy from third with 2 outs instead of 1. Basically, you need a hit or you need to get lucky with a wild pitch or a pass ball.
So a man at third here with 2 gone, and in steps the catcher, JT Realmuto. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Well outside with the curveball for a ball. Laid off the bender there, but it's in for a called strike. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Two balls and 2 strikes to the Phillies catcher. Here's the 2-2. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. And he comes back with 1 down and in for ball 3.
Wow, these guys are really grinding out their at-bats in this one. They're not making any outs easy to get. And that, of course, is having a huge impact on the pitch count.
He's set. The 3-2. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. 2 complete, scoreless here on MLB Network. Brian McCann, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one.
Brian McCann.
First pitch of the at-bat. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Backhanded. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first.
And everyone knows that you set the tone on opening day, and that's not the kind of tone they want to set. They made fielding a priority in the spring, but it doesn't translate on that play. Might be some early season jitters, too.
Stepping in now, Warren Spahn, as he'll square around to bunt, then pull back for ball 1. The 1-0. And he'll try to bunt that man to second, but this one kicks foul. And they'll indeed have the pitcher squaring around as he puts this one down. So definite problems on that last play, and they'll hit the first baseman for the error. So following the error, it's now runners at first and second. And at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Ronald Acuna. First delivery to him on the way. Ball 1. McCann over at second. Spahn at first with no outs. And he misses low with it, 2-0.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Swing and a miss on the heater, and it's 2-1.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
Swing and a liner, but foul. First and second here with nobody out. Struck him out, so he's set down on strikes for the second time today.
That's his second strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
So runners at first and second here with 1 away. And in to bat next, one of the best run producers in the game, the left-handed hitting first baseman Freddie Freeman. Here comes the first pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Hey, as a former infielder, nothing hurts your heart more than making errors behind your pitchers. Let's see if this guy can pick them up right here.
0-1, here it comes. The 0-1 is a fastball low, and that evens the count at 1-1. The 1-1 is taken for ball 2.
Those were 2 great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
Third inning, no score to this point. Ball 3-1 now, and I think he wanted to know where that one was.
I love the approach out on the mound. Everything's down in the zone as it should be, but now you find yourself in a 3-1 count. Do you elevate a little bit more and get back in this zone, or do you just pitch around them?
The 3-1 homeward now from Lee. And he misses with it, ball 4. So that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Standing in now with runners in scoring position, Chipper Jones. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And the fastball's off the plate away. It's ball 1. Chipper is one of the few true superstar hitters in the game. You're no doubt aware of it, but it doesn't matter who he's facing. He's a major league threat to hit the ball hard somewhere just about every time he steps into the box.
Yeah, one of the best hitters and truly blessed by the gods, but I don't think people realize the amount of time and effort this guy has put into honing his craft to become one of the great hitters in our sport.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. Would have been a grand slam if he'd straightened it out. Instead, it's a foul ball. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Catch is made. Runner tagging from third. And the run will score as the Braves strike first to lead it 1-0.
Got his job done there and made it look pretty simple. Got it into the outfield to bring home the first run of the game and pick up the RBI.
So striding in, Eddie Matthews. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Nope, that's too low. 1-0. The set and the 1-0. Up top, it's 2-0.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
Slapped hard the opposite way. Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
Now batting, the right fielder, Dale Murphy.
Into the box, Dale Murphy. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Looking to minimize the damage here. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. Swing, and he pops him up. Hernandez is there, and the side is retired. So 2 runs on just 1 lone hit, 2 costly errors, and 2 men left on base. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Braves 2 and the Phillies nothing. So here now is the pitcher, Cliff Lee, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Pitcher, number 33.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Inside with the screwball for ball 1. Lifted in the air toward the line and right, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. The 1-1. Drives it to deep right field. Murphy ranging back on the warning track. He makes the catch.
The center fielder, number 1. Richie Ashburn.
Now at the plate, Richie Ashburn. Second trip to the plate for him. He drew a leadoff walk in the home first.
Hey, going back to his first at bat, that was a terrific at bat. Saw a lot of pitches, and one of the things you want to do is try to drive that pitch count up early on the starting pitcher.
No balls and a strike to count. The windup and the 0-1. A curveball hit right back at him. And they'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the second baseman, Cesar Hernandez.
At the plate, Cesar Hernandez. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch on its way. Try to bunt his way on, but this is popped up. And he'll lunge out of the crouch to put this one away. Good reactions there, and the inning is over. Phillies down in order. They trail it here 2-0. Standing in, Andrew Jones. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
The center fielder, Andrew Jones.
first pitch of the at-bat on its way. In there, no balls and a strike. Lee ready with the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-2. Back up the middle. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. He popped out in his first trip. And the knuckle curve that time. Got him swinging, and that's the first out.
That's not an at-bat he's going to look back on and be happy about. Obviously, the strikeout result isn't good, but to go down on 3 pitches and none of which were even in the strike zone, as you see there, that's not a good look.
Now we'll step off and fire to the bag. And he just manages to get his hand in. And another snap throw to the bag. And he'll dive back in. Into the box, Brian McCann, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. He comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up. Ready with the 0-1. Swung on, but fouled off to the left. Jones leads off first with 1 away. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Working for the punch out and the offering. Hit sharply toward the right side. And this one scoots all the way to the wall. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0. He's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, D-Row, of being able to get the barrel of the ball, and this is one of those guys.
In now, Warren Spahn, as he swings and misses at a first-pitch fastball, 0-1.
This guy's cruising along, pitching well as we enter the middle innings of this one. Less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes. If he could clean that up a little bit, he could really roll into the later innings in this one.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Way inside with that one, a pretty easy take there. The 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That strike 2.
Yeah, right there. It's tough to be able to dive out over the plate. I know it's a pitch people think you can get to, but after you're pounded in twice, that ball looks like a foot outside.
1-2 is the cut fastball, but he holds back 2-2.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose the strike zone for no apparent reason.
Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 1 left for Atlanta, but they're on top 2-0. Now batting, Bryce Harper. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball. The 1-1. Misses for the second ball. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
Great AB so far. I'd really like to see this guy work a walk and get on base for this team. Maybe give them a shot of confidence that they got a shot to get back in this one.
And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Phillies. Mike Schmidt. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A bullet to first base. And they'll run him down and tag him out between first and second. A double play.
Fielder, number 22, Andrew McCutchen.
Now at the plate, Andrew McCutchen, 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up.
And that's been their only hit so far in this one. They've been dealing with some really great pitching in this game.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Looking at his lifetime numbers, McCutchen is slugging north of 480, which puts him among some of the best power hitters in the game in that category. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
The 2-0 on the way. And he finds the black here with a curveball. 2-1.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
Two and two.
Case in point right there, Matty. We're seeing a trend, the north and south. A lot of pitchers working that elevated fastball and then breaking stuff off in the dirt. We used to see east-west, not the case anymore.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. hit hard on the ground to second. And that's through for another base hit. They'll make it 2 for 2 in this one.
You take a look at the numbers up to this point. You see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone, and that'll bring in the middle infielder, Gene Segura. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit on the ground to third. Fielded cleanly. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Phillies strand 1. They trail things here 2-0. Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the always dangerous Ronald Acuna Jr. Here comes the first pitch. Ball 1, as that one didn't really threaten the inside corner. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. A ball and a strike. And he connects with it. This one's hit deep out to left center field. Gone to lead off the inning. So it's a solo shot to dead center. First home run of the campaign for him, as the Braves have opened up a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, I can remember when leadoff hitters were these little speedy guys who would try to leg out little numbers or draw walks. Well, that time has passed, and guys like this, with pop at the plate, can sometimes go deep as well as anybody in the lineup.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. He'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. It was a walk in his last trip. The windup and the 0-1. And he lays off for ball 1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Lee looks in as he readies pitch number 73 here in the ballgame. The 1-2. And another foul ball. 3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. And 2-2.
2 strikes.
Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Standing in now, Chipper Jones, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. Runs, 5 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. High and deep down the left field line, and that will end up a foul ball. Ready to deliver the 1-2. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
Wow, it just doesn't seem like he's being as aggressive as he was before he gave up that home run. Was throwing the ball great. Now it seems like he's a little bit more tentative throwing the ball across the plate.
Oh, and a great knuckle curve just buckled him there, and there are 2 gone.
This tells me a lot about this guy. He's done a real nice job bouncing back from that home run to strike out the next 2 guys. Sometimes you're going to get taken deep, but it's all about how you respond that really matters.
Into the box now, Eddie Matthews, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. Lifted the other way to left center. Ashburn is in pursuit. A dive, and he brings it in. And on a fantastic play, the inning is over. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Now at the plate, Rhys Hoskins. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
First pitch of the at-bat. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Now some action in the Phillies bullpen as a right-hander begins to crank it up out there. One ball and 1 strike to the Phillies first baseman. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. A ball and 2 strikes now. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The 1-2. Is laid off for ball 2. The 2-2. Still even at 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. The 2-2 one more time. High in the air out to center field. Routine out there for Andrew. 1 away.
The batter, the catcher, Jesse Real Muto.
Standing in, JT Realmuto. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. Line drive to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8, 9-hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you can swing the bat.
Odubel Herrera has moved into the on-deck circle now, so that means the end for Cliff Lee. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1. Realmuto stands at first with 1 out. Now a snap move over to first. Runner back safely.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
This one's smoked the other way, high and deep to left. Acuna racing back, and this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. 2 runs on the board after that home run by Odubel Herrera. First home run of the campaign for him, and the Phils have cut it to a 3-2 game now. Into the box, Richie Ashburn. Yes, he'll take a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time, every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Ashburn, just 24 years of age. This is his 16th season at the major league level, and obviously that alone reflects the incredible career he's put together.
Yeah, and he's had to continue to evolve and adjust as a ball player. To stay in the league that long, 15 years, I can't begin. He's on the short list. There's not many guys who make it a year, 2 years, maybe max. I would wonder what the average length is of guys in the big leagues, but to stay in this game 15 years screams to being a great teammate and being willing to constantly adjust.
Now the 2-1 pitch. And he popped him up. Acuna on the move. And no one will track it down. ball 3-2 now.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
The 3-2 pitch. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a two-run shot, but that at bat was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
Digging in the switch hitter, Cesar Hernandez. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Here comes the first pitch. In there, and it's 0-1.
With 2 outs, they're not playing him to bunt here, and he didn't show it there, but I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't at least thinking about it. He handles the bat pretty well, and he can definitely run.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
And I'll tell you, this is the last guy in the lineup you want to put on base for free. He's probably feeling a little salty after getting drilled, and he's got speed to burn, so look for him to try and make something happen out there.
In now, Bryce Harper. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. It was a walk in his last trip. Runners on the move for second. Pitch outside. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base.
That's a great call from the dugout to put the runner in motion that time. With 2 outs and a good hitter at the plate, it's a pretty low-risk play. If he's out, you still got the same good hitter leading off the next inning. But if he's safe, he's in scoring position and a lot easier to drive in.
The 1-1. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, it's 2-1 now, and we haven't seen a fastball from him in this at-bat yet. As a hitter, you've probably got to sit on that right now.
Ready with the 2-1. Fouled straight back. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. But the Titans strike for a pair, both coming on this 2-run home run. 5 innings complete. It's the Braves 3 and the Phillies 2. Sir Anthony Dominguez is out from the bullpen now as he'll get the call here on opening day.
Sir Anthony Dominguez.
Ready for another shot now. Dale Murphy. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Dale Murphy.
Here's the first pitch to him. Here's a slider to start things out. Looked at for ball 1.
Awfully frustrating for a pitcher. You make a close pitch like that just barely misses. Whew, that's a tough one to get back.
The 1-0. It is a fastball in off the plate for a ball. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Two 2-0 count. The pitch. is laid off, but in there for strike one. Dominguez, a native of the Dominican Republic. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. Now the 2-1. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball three.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
The 3-1 pitch. Full count now, 3-2.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
A bouncer to the left side. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time.
Man, you can't continue to make mistakes like this and expect to win. That's 3 errors so far in this one, and they keep putting themselves in bad situations.
So a runner at first now with nobody out, and that'll bring in the center fielder, Andrew Jones. And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And a dive, but he's back in there. First delivery to him on the way. There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And that's inside. Looked like the slider, and it's 2-0.
I don't mind him trying to pitch him backwards right there with those 2 early count sliders, but now he finds himself in a situation where he's going to have to come fastball.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Good take there to lay off the high fastball. The 3-2 pitch is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
That's just a great pitch, both on the call from the catcher and the execution. If he hits it, there's a good chance it turns into a double play ball, but it's also a spot that's going to get a lot of whiffs too. That's excellent pitching.
Standing in now, Ozzie Albies. A pitch out, the throw, and just great defensive baseball there as they will nail him at second on the pitch out.
Well, they guessed right on the first pitch out. Sometimes you have to wait a pitch or two in the at-bat to try that, but they must have had a pretty good idea he was going to be on the move.
Albies with a 1-1 count now.
It's amazing. I tell so many fans, you get in a box one time, the one pitch you're going to swing at more than any other is that elevated fastball. Your eyes light up as an offensive player, and you just cannot get to it.
And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. 3-2s are scored here in inning number 6. On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
Usually you see chases outside the zone on off-speed stuff like sliders, breaking balls, and changeups. But to chase a fastball that far outside the zone tells me this hitter's not seeing it well at all.
Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Count remains 2-2. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Ashburn is after it. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Braves go down without a whimper here. They're up 3-2. Digging in once again, Mike Schmidt. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
The third baseman, Mike Schmidt.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. First pitch of the inning misses here to the cleanup man. It's 1-0. A ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 home. Takes this the other way to right, and that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
I mean, that fires me up right there. Opposite field off, and in today's game, where every manager is employing hundreds of shifts to watch this batter go the other way was special.
Stepping in now, Andrew McCutchen. He swings and grounds it to short. From his backside, what a flip for 1. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Boy, that was a smooth play, wasn't it? Great job to lay out and make the stop, and then to feed to second from his knees for the out. Pretty impressive display there.
Before the first pitch, a check at first. A dive, but he's back. And another snap throw to the bag. And a dive, but he's back. Into the box now, Gene Segura, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Here it comes, 1-0. Pitch out, nothing doing. McCutchen, base runner at first with 1 out. Hey. 2-1 now. Now the 2-1. Runner goes. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
Well, they threw over there multiple times thinking he was going to try to swipe that bag. So they were onto him, but he just waited it out and took off when he had the chance. Nice job of base running there.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And he comes back with 1 down and in for ball 3. And through 5 1/3, already coming up on 100 pitches here.
Yeah, Matty V, this pitch count continues to go up, near 100 pitches here. He's not even through the 6th inning. And Mark DeRosa, this is right where you'd like to have a pitcher like this guy.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of stress pitches for him, you know. Usually you can throw 100 pitches, and if you're not taxed and there's not people in runners in scoring position, you could be all right. But he's had to grind this one.
Into the box, Rhys Hoskins, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Fouled away. Ready on 0-2. And this one's in the dirt. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. And so now the Braves will get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Now a flare out to left center. And nobody can get there in time. Base hit. And that's going to tie our ball game as the runner scores from second to make it 3-3 now.
Up next for Philadelphia.
Boy, talking about picking your teammate up after that strikeout, D-Road. Big, and I mean big, 2-hard RBI single.
Yeah, way to come through for your team. When you take the donut off your bat right there, you're trying to pick up your teammate. He had the right game plan, didn't come outside it, stayed through the baseball, and was able to come through.
In now, JT Realmuto, as he'll take a look at ball one. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The 1-0 home. Misses ball 2.
No thanks.
And there's the first strike, 2-1. Runner on first, 2 away, all tied at 3 apiece. Strike 2 called, and it's even at 2.
Clearly wasn't ready for the fastball because it was pretty much center cut, and he couldn't pull the trigger. Might have been looking for another curve.
The 2-2. Good job going down and hanging with it that time. The 2-2 one more time. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Set to deal on 2-2. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Payoff pitch one more time, and he fouls this one off. Another payoff pitch. And he rolls over this one foul. We'll do it once more. 3-2. A payoff pitch one more time. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Jones sprinting after it. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. We're through 6 full, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Back here at Shibe Park in Philadelphia. Tight one on our hands. All tied at 3 apiece as we look at the game summary through 6 innings of play. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Victor Arano is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Now pitching and batting in the 8th slot, number 64, Victor Arano. Now catching and batting 9.
Coming to the plate now, Brian McCann. Last time through was a base hit. From the stretch. Tight break with the slider there. Catches the inside for a strike.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fear.
And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
Hey, guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his 2nd knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. Nick Markakis will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
For Atlanta, number 21, Nick Markakis.
Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And low, it's a ball and a strike.
There's a good slider down and in at that back foot. That's a tough pitch to lay off as a hitter, and a great pitch as a pitcher. That's one of those, how could he not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside. Now the 2-1 is taken, ball 3.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
Go ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. And he popped him up, and no one will track it down. And he misses with it, ball 4. So the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position now.
Huge innings have begun with much less, I can tell you that. First and second, no out, and the guy on the bump really needs a strikeout or a double play right here.
And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. He's coming off a solo homer in his previous trip.
And in that last at bat, it makes you think this guy might have went up there looking for the breaking ball, because he certainly got a breaking ball, and he didn't miss it. Hit it right on the screws.
In there, 0-1.
0-1's the count.
McCann at second. Markakis on at first with nobody out. A ball and a strike now to the Atlanta leadoff man. 1-1 pitch. A ball and 2 strikes now.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
That's a pretty impressive pitch from a young arm like that. If you can spot your pitches there in advantage counts like 1 and 2, you're going to have a lot of strikeouts and soft contact.
Stepping in now, Freddie Freeman, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The 0-1. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
These are the at-bats that can just flat out frustrate you. You go up there with a plan to work the count, and now you find yourself down 0-2, scratching your head because every quadrant's open for the pitcher now.
1st and 2nd now, 1 man out. And certainly no offer at that one. It's 1-2.
These are the situations right here that make me miss wearing a uniform. The big spot, the cat and mouse of what's he going to throw. I'm down 1-2. Can I battle back? The pitcher's trying to put me away. This is what the game's all about.
Hit down the 3rd baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Again, a 1-2. High in the air out towards shallow right. Harper has it in his tracks. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
The batter, number 10, shortstop, Chipper Jones.
Settling in now, Chipper Jones. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. And he'll start him with a high strike here on the fastball on the outside corner. It's 0-1.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher to get ahead right there. You know you got a star hitter at the plate. He's not afraid to go to 2 strikes or go deep in the count. That's what you have to do. You have to put him at a disadvantage with the count.
And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. Two down, runners at 1st and 2nd. Ready on 0-2. Popped up. Back behind second. Hernandez is under it. He hauls it in, and the potential go-ahead run will not come around to score. 2 left for Atlanta. No change in the score. It's 3-3. Darren O'Day is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season.
56, Darren O'Day.
Stepping in, Drew Butera. He's newly entered into the ballgame, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. Pitch on the way. Looked like the sinker there, dipped a little below the knees. The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
This at bat sets up really good right here, right? Hasn't seen a fastball yet, but now he gets to count at 2 balls and no strikes. He has to be looking for a fastball right here.
Now the 2-0. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Murphy is over to his left as he snags this one for the first out of the inning.
The center fielder, number 1, Richie Ashburn.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Richie Ashburn. No hits to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. Well thrown sinker that time, down but in the strike zone. Oh, and 1 count and the pitch. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike.
Man, you find yourself down 0-2 after 2 great executed pitches right there. Got to look for something up. Might have to tip your hat if he can stay down below the knees like that.
And he popped him up. But this will land untouched. 1 out, nobody on. Stays alive, still 0-2. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to. And that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
Into the box now, Cesar Hernandez. As he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball 1. 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch so far. Hit softly down the line at first, but a foul ball. 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. He'll try again. 1-2.
Nope.
Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
Back-to-back sliders in on the hands. He didn't handle it real well at all on the previous pitch, so why not come right back with it again? Better job of laying off that one, though.
Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Another full count pitch on its way. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. 8th inning coming up, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Tommy Hunter is out from the bullpen now as he'll get the call here on opening day.
Number 96, Tommy Hunter.
Digging in now, Eddie Matthews. And this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that, Dan.
Bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch, and this is on the outside corner for strike 1.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Ball 1 taken just off the inside.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there, that cutter inside, and that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
The 1-1 home is a fastball that misses.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager is giving this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
And he lays off ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Man, when the game is tied, the last thing you can afford to do is walk the leadoff hitter. Got to focus on getting that ground ball now.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And up next, 2-time National League MVP Dale Murphy. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Nope.
Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes.
Right here, he's looking to get himself into a good hitter's count so he can take a rip and maybe give his team the lead. He certainly has the power.
Swung on and missed on a pitch at the thumbs. A ball and a strike. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. The 1-1 home, and it's fouled away. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. He might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Standing in now, Andrew Jones, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Have to find a way to take a deep breath right here and regroup. I know the umpire missed one, but you can't allow the next couple of pitches to be dictated by one bad call. Find a way.
Hit sharply, but foul down the right side. In the dirt, and now let's see. And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there. And a very big mistake, as that'll move the possible go-ahead run into scoring position.
Well, when you throw a breaking ball in the dirt, that's the danger. You have to trust your catcher, but this one skips away, and the open base takes the double opportunity away with it. Might prove to be costly.
The 1-2 misses above the zone for a ball. Go ahead runs in scoring position here with one away. Ripped down the first base line, and that'll get past his outstretched glove. It's a base hit, and that's going to break our tie as the runner scores from second to make it a 4-3 ball game.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's what makes you feel really good about yourself.
Now a throw over to first, and a dive, but he's back in. Into the box, Ozzie Albies, as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Behind 0-2 now. And he struck him out, so he's down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
Now batting, the catcher,
Striding in, Brian McCann. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. First pitch on its way.
That's a ball.
And that misses, ball 1. Jones, the runner at first with 2 gone. The 1-1. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. He's set, and the 1-2 pitch. Into right field, that's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Might be time to see a pinch hitter, and if that's the case, here's what remains on the Atlanta bench. Fred McGriff will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
pinch hitting for the Braves, number 29, Fred McGriff.
And a ball 1-0. In his career, McGriff is carrying around a sparkling slugging percentage up over 500. Obviously a huge threat every time he grabs a bat. Here's the 1-0. A ball and a strike. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in 2 that time. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. Braves get a couple of hits here in plate 1. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Braves lead it 4-3. Daniel Winkler is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season.
Number 58, Daniel Winkler.
Digging in, Bryce Harper 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
1-0 the count. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
Don't expect this pitcher to throw something over the heart of the plate. He's going to have to stay on the corners right here. Huge spot in this game. Do not miss over the heart and get beat.
Ball hit out to Albies at second base. He's got it on to first, and a sigh of relief in that visitor's dugout, as that's a big man to retire to start out the home 8th. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Mike Schmidt. He singled his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he goes with the pitch here and drives it the other way to deep right. That one is out of here. This game is tied. A solo shot here to straightaway right field, as that'll pull them even at 4 apiece.
And some guys just have a knack for the dramatic. He comes up in a big spot and just cranks one out of here to even the score. Not a bad time to hit your first homer of the year, huh?
In now, Andrew McCutcheon. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. Jones on the move. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Up next for Philadelphia, the shortstop, Segura.
So digging in now, Gene Segura. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. First pitch coming. Here it is. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Grounded up the first baseline. And on to first with it is Freeman, and that'll end the inning. But the Phils have come back to tie it thanks to this solo home run. 9th inning coming up. All even now at 4 apiece. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Pat Neshek will be on the mound to start the 9th inning, and his job will be keeping the ball game tied until the bottom half.
Number 93, Pat Neshek. Now playing left field and batting 8th.
And now back in the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Stepping in, Ronald Acuna. He went deep back in the 5th. Here comes the first pitch. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Too much tilt on that breaking ball as it misses low. And it's 1-2.
Looped under that one with that swing, which tells me he was probably anticipating it being a sinker.
Takes this the other way to right. Harper moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
I know they say sometimes that these things even out, but that was a bullet line drive that gets caught. He would have represented the go-ahead run.
Stepping in now, Freddie Freeman. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
Nope.
Slider, good 2-strike pitch, but it misses. 1-2. Now a left-hander up and throwing in that Philly bullpen. Bases are empty, 1 man out. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2 doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Now the payoff pitch home. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
The batter, number 10.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Chipper Jones. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. He'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. A little late that time as he swings and misses for strike 1.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of his sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
And Chipper so good at waiting for his pitch. He's got it to 3-1 now. Eddie Matthews would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Into his motion, and the 3-1, and he lays off ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Well, he walked him on 5 pitches, but that last pitch was really good. He missed down, but only by a hair. When a hitter has a 3-1 count, he can wait until he gets a pitch he loves.
Digging in, Eddie Matthews. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. Here's the first pitch. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. And he'll dive back in safely. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. 1-1.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. With the first baseman holding the runner on, it's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
One and one. Here it is. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field, but that'll be off the right field wall. And that's going to move that go-ahead run to second now with 2 gone.
Well, I'm excited to see the data on that base hit because it was screaming off the bat. And ShowTrack tells us that the ball came off the bat at 117 miles an hour. One of the more impressive numbers you'll ever see.
Coming to the plate now, Dale Murphy. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, when your team really needs you, like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
Here's the first pitch. Drilled to the right side. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. Throw comes quickly to the infield, so that go-ahead run will have to hold up at third with now 2 away.
The center fielder, Andrew Jones.
So a big moment in the ball game here. Andrew Jones as he'll hit with the go-ahead run at third and 2 away. Here's the first pitch. Right through it here, and he's behind 0-1.
Hey, when a pitcher's put in a tough spot, he's usually going to go to what got him here, and that's this guy's slider. Expect to see that more often.
Ready with the 0-1. Hit hard towards second. A dive, and he knocks it down. But the recovery will come too late, and the bases are loaded now. And the go-ahead run will score from third as they've taken the lead here in the late going.
Boy, those have to feel really good, Dero. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
Standing in now, Ozzie Albies, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1.
Well, you know, giving up 3 straight hits is bad enough, but now it looks like he's starting to nibble a little bit. It's hard not to when you're getting hit, but you don't want to put yourself in bad counts.
Matthews at third, Murphy on second, Jones on at first with 2 down. When he finds his spot there, 1-1. From the stretch, the 1-2. This one's down to third. The easy way to Hernandez to retire the side. So 1 run here on 3 hits, no errors, and 3 left. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. It's the Braves 5 and the Phillies 4. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Craig Kimbrell enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the 9th.
For Atlanta. Now pitching and batting in the 7th spot, number 46, Craig Kimbrell. Now playing second base.
Into the box now, Rhys Hoskins singled home a run in his last time up.
Camargo.
Outfield in the no doubles defense. Now the first pitch. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
This at-bat's going to be absolutely epic because now he's mixing it up. He's got a little cat and mouse working, and as an offensive player, you got to step out of the box and say, all right, he's respecting me a little bit. I can't be all-in fastball.
Hoskins behind to count 0-2. Now some action in the Braves bullpen as they'll stand up a right-hander to get loose. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And this will be fouled away.
Great job of running that fastball in on his hands right there with 2 strikes. Even though the batter's able to foul that one off, he's set up for almost anything in this pitcher's arsenal.
And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. Fouled off. The 1-2. Right side hit hard. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit.
You can't ask for anything more than getting a leadoff man on right there. Brings the go-ahead run to the plate. He's in position to do some damage. It'll be interesting to see how the manager plays this one.
Into the box now, Aaron Altair, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. A runner at first with no outs here. One and one to Aaron Altair. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. And he lays off it to even the count. 2-2. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. Drew Butera is on deck. Nobody out, runner on first. And strike three called as he gets a little help there. One away.
Really important time for a strikeout there, guys. Tying run at first, so objective number one is stranding him on base. And now with one out, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that run.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Drew Butera. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count. 0-2.
When you find yourself in an 0-2 hole against one of the best hurlers in baseball, you're basically just hoping to make contact. He's so good at putting guys away, though.
That misses. 1-2. One out, one on in a one-run game. Another 1-2 delivery. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Set to deal on 2-2. Swing and a miss. Looked like the knuckle curve there, and that's out number 2.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
Stepping into the box, Richie Ashburn. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and he was locked up by a good fastball for strike 3 last time. I'm interested to see if they attack him the same way. Come at him with hard velo late or snap something off in the dirt to see if he'll fish.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. Fans on their feet in a one-run ball game in the last of the ninth. 2-0 to the Phillies center fielder.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone so some of those borderline pitches start to go his pitcher's way.
The count now at 2-1. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. In there, a base hit.
D-Roll, this is the kind of guy, he doesn't really scare you as a pitcher because he's not a home run hitter. But somehow, some way, he always seems to get the barrel to the baseball.
Yeah, he's going to make you earn it, Dan. No doubt about it. He stays within himself. He doesn't try and do too much. One of those quality guys that walks through the clubhouse door every day. You know exactly what you're getting.
In now, Cesar Hernandez as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1.
No doubt, some saves come easier than others, and I know this all too well. They're really making wrapping this thing up a difficult task.
The set and the 1-0. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
He's in danger of walking in the tying run, but if he gives up a base hit, this game's probably going to come to an end.
2 big outs here, but the tying and winning runs are both out there. Boy, nothing working for him at this point. It's 3-0.
2 on, 2 out with a base open here. As a pitcher, you have to be awful careful. You just don't want to groove something here and give this guy a pitch that he can hit one out of the park on.
Ready with the 3-0. And he misses ball 4. So now that potential tying run scoots up 90 feet to third base.
The right fielder, number 3, Bryce.
So stepping in, Bryce Harper, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. And this one gets away. And would you believe the tying run comes in to score on a wild pitch? Man, oh man. Big spot here. Possible winning run at third. 2 down. Well, they miss with the first one, but then they decide, let's go ahead and put him aboard here. And they'll do just that as you see the signal from the dugout.
And now this is the right move here. With first base open, take the bat out of this guy's hands every single time.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Mike Schmidt. A 2-out hit'd win it. Pass ball or wild pitch would do the trick just as well. Here's the first pitch. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. Big spot here. Possible winning run at third. 2 down. 2 balls and no strikes to Mike Schmidt.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0, and the base is loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
Ready with the 2-0. Knuckle curve and a beauty. 2-1 now. Taken, strike 2 called, and it's even at 2-2.
Definitely a big pitch coming up right here. He's going to be pumped if he can work his way out of this inning with the game still tied.
Big spot here. Possible winning run at third. 2 down. Yanked on the ground down the line. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Ready with another 2-strike offering. Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Murphy ranging back. Gone! Santa Maria. Game over. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one. And with one swing of the bat, this ball game is over.
Man, I guess a regular walk-off wasn't enough for him, so he blasts a grand slam in the final at bat to win this thing. I've seen a lot of things in my day, but that was something very special.
Well, the lineup was clicking for him in this contest, and the man you see there was a major contributor. For that, he's the top player of the game.
When you walk up to the plate and hit a walk-off tater, you're probably going to be the player of the game, and that was a clutch swing of the bat, and he'll be riding high on that one for a while, I'm sure.
This one comes to a close with a 9-5 final. Philadelphia came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Pat Neshek claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Philadelphia Phillies, 9 runs on 10 hits, 3 errors. They left 5 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 40 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.